3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
What now? 180.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 280.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
637.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, Wahoo. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
36 to Mike. Watch the play.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 36. Line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's complete to Grant. A gain of 22.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, exit.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach just...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. Then a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton. The intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of...
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Max 50, Max 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we
Check.
Alert 3.
Reggie.
Kill. Turn up.
3rd and long. It's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Luck steps away to his left. Caught left side by Funchess. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cleveland Farrell able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
Mike, 36. Mike, Express.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. To the right side and complete to Washington.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Express. 29. 29. Hey, Delta. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike, 32.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr throwing the out route and complete. That's Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Now, 180. Mike, 58, right there. 180.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
36. Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 9, Carr dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. With it is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 24. Check 24.
You're mine.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Check 53's Mike. Y'all not ready. 53's the Mike. 53. Check
694.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr forced out to it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Here's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us Offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Check out. Green 80.
Come on, baby. Woo!
From the gun, here's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Motion, I got one. Check 50.
The final shot before the break. Locke. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Let's go, fellas.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And some room to work. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Caught left side by Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jim. 1, later 1. 7:34. Go Chief. Get down.
To throw, it's Carr. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Wilson snags it left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Check your hot read. Quick dash.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Topper! Hey, 7:34.
Slam. 49.
Bravo!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
80 weapon. Raider 1. Smooth.
The mic. 49's the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 this season. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Luck now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the screen. Express. Watch the screen. 49.
Throwing now is Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Watch the edge.
Easy, kill. 1, later 1. It's a hard.
49. Mike's 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's get this.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Now Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
42, Colts 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The tackle made by Derek Kindred.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Carr going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
After the interception, it's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Check up. Right, 90.
50. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On third down, a run by Mack. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. Just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
They snap it to Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
No.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
What we got? 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I'm coming.
Go.
58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic.
Carr going to throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Hey, let's get this. Check 37.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and